Hey everyone, today's Tuesday, 9/29/2020, and it's 9:30 here. Yesterday I got in a trade, and it was weird because when I got in it, I didn't see this pattern, so it's like the pattern didn't exist. I didn't pay attention to it. All I did was going around and look, and I seen this candle here. So I seen it completely engulfed, almost, completely engulfed it right then, because it was, when I got in it, it was right here, but it's going back down. But it just basically about completely engulfed it, but it was still sketchable. So what I did, I put my buy stop here and put my stop loss back right here. So next minute, yesterday afternoon, it logged me in, goes all the way up. So then I started looking, and I made about $200 off this trade. So then I start looking. Well, my pattern, there's a pattern here. So that gives me two confirmations that this was a good trade. I already got out of it. I made $200 and something dollars, $236, I think. Yeah, $247.07. Yeah, I had it all the way up to $300, but I moved my stop loss. So I want to show you exactly what I mean by that. I think I did better on the hourly. But as you can see, I got in right in here, and I put my stop loss here. So what happened, it logged me in and then goes up. But actually, I got logged in somewhere back here, I believe. Actually, I think right in here. But anyways, it starts going up, and I was making money. So then, as it goes above this area right in here, I move my stop loss from here to here. So that way, no matter what happens, I was going to make money. So then, I got up this morning, and I'm still in the trade, and it goes up, up, up. Or if this thing worked. Anyways, it goes up. So then I decided, with this long candle forming, I thought this one here is to tell me it's going to go back down. And so this candle was all the way up through here, but I seen this candle which engulfed this one and this one and this one. So it tells me that it's fixing to, everybody's getting out of it, and it's fixing to start coming back down, or they're fixing to push it back down. So I actually moved my stop loss from here to right here. This candle was green at the time. It was coming up, but then it would start coming back down. And so I went ahead and moved my stop loss up way up to here and thought, well, that's fine. If it logs me out, it logs me out. I still make money. So now it's turned around and hit it and logged me out, and then come back down, and now it's going back up. But like I said, I could have logged out and got $300, but I choose not to. And that was on the hourly. So the daily is still showing going up. So let me go back to this one. So if you remember US and Mexico, the other day I was talking about it, one of my last videos. I'll try to have it at the end over here. But see, I put my pitchfork in, and look here, it's went above the pitchfork a little bit and it's pushed back down, but look, it's got my Fibonacci's and my pitchforks. So now it's going back down to the, but see, it's got my pitchfork. So same way I did over there one is I drew my pitchfork, and right now it's hitting right on that pitchfork. So if you wanted to bet it going back down, you could probably go in here and put you a bounce off this. I would wait and watch it and see which way it goes. See if it goes above the pitchfork or goes back down a little bit and then trace back up. But right in here, it's, you can put your buy stop and see if it goes up. But I would wait, and that's what I'm doing. Or you can go to a smaller time frame and see what it's doing. But if you want to do the daily, this is it. This is the pitchfork. You can come in here and do your your Fibonacci. Let's see. Let's go right there down to there. So it's almost on the 618. So it's half right here. And these two, there's pitchfork, and there's that. So it's kind of iffy, So I would wait on it to see what it does. But you can go to a smaller time frame. Let's see. Let's go to the hour. And see, this is my pitchfork, and it's bouncing. See right here, almost a touch. It comes back down. I got a touch, and it's coming back down. So right in there it's probably going to do a change. But there again, if it's a perfect world, it's be exactly what you wanted to do, but it's not. So we're going to wait and see what it does. So this is on the 1 hour. So looks like it's going down. So we're just going to wait and play it out and see what it does. I did some other stuff yesterday. Let's go back to the daily. Oh yeah, this is the one I was watching. Move that out of my way, you can see it. Yeah, so it did exactly what I thought it was going to do, and I didn't get in that trade. I tell you what, I think I had it and deleted it because this is when this happens. See how this candle completely and go up this one going down. That's a good show, and it's going down. Plus, if you looked at this one, see where it's below that one, so that's very rare. So that was been your second confirmation. So the first one would be this one. So then you'd put your wherever that candle formed yesterday or where it was going, probably right in there. I would put a sell stop and then rode this all the way down for there. But that one, you don't know what it's going to do, just for the fact it's already started. Where am I at it? So you're already at the 338.20. It could go to the 50. It could go all the way down to the 6.8, or you just don't know what it's going to do. So this one have been a good one. I put it on there to watch it, but got busy, didn't watch it. So we'll go to the next one. And remember, I think I talked about this one the other day. I said it's going to go down and go back up. And look here. Just for the fact this candle was, this was a long candle. This to give me the back down candle. It was too long. It completely engulfed all the other candles, indicated it was going down. Comes back. And then this candle formed yesterday, which completely engulfed it, which I said it's going to go back down. Sure enough, bam, bam. And I think this one, I just had it because all this test. So when it broke that line, which I didn't catch it, once it broke that line, that's good indicator. It's probably more likely it's going to go keep going up and then come back down. But that's a very, very strong candle. Mexico, see, this one I had, but unfortunately it's indecisive. That's the day. This is my pitchfork, but this is an old pitchfork. So that was what I showed you. This one I'm still waiting on. Just for the fact, these need to be gone, but just for the fact it should be there and it's going up. So theoretically, well, I'm trying to say it should go up. Just continue the pattern it's going. But we'll see. Usually it breaks one of these two, and it indicates which one it's going. So usually on these, you want it to go up a little ways, and then come back down and test this area here, and then move back up. Or, just for happen, if it comes out of this area, comes down, hits here, comes back up, retest this, and continue moving back down. So that's what you kind of want to watch for, whichever area it's going to. Some people, as soon as it breaks out of this trend and comes down, they'll get in it. More secure people will wait till it comes back up, hit this area here, and retest and go back down. So that's what most people do. It's up to you. It's totally what you prefer. Me, I'd wait till it comes down and then comes back up and test. But I have seen it go down, down, then come back up a little ways, and go down. So it's totally up to you. But the good strong, I've done this where it has come down, comes back up and test the area, and then pulls down, and that's a good buying sign. And yeah, I don't got no Bitcoins or penny stock up, so I don't worry about it. Like I see, this is kind of what I was talking about earlier. What I was talking about where it comes back up. See, all these are test. This is a test area because you got your most touches. Even though it breaks through a little bit, but like right here is a little bit of touch. Almost touch, touched. Broke through a little bit, broke through a little bit, then bam, it went through it. Same way up here, it's touch, and it went through a little bit, that's fine, touch, goes through a little bit, but still comes back down. So if somebody got in it right here, you'd have been, but if you notice this candle here, it's completely bigger, larger than any of these candles. So they usually indicate that it's going to go back down. This candle form indicates it's going to go down. You could have put a buy stop here. This candle form, then rode down a little bit and got out, because you definitely want to get out before it gets here, or that would have been your take profit right in there. Candle form, indecisive, comes in, goes up. But see, again, it goes up above it, and a lot of people goes up and hits this, especially right here, because I would have got into that one because it did go above it, and then it went way above it, but it come back down and test that area, but it pushed through here. So what you'd have done, you'd have put a buy stop here, your stop loss there, and if it didn't push, well, not on this candle, but once this candle goes into it and then come back down, at least you got out of it. And then these two candle formed, which indicated it was going to go back up a little ways. And then sure enough, it touches here, comes back down. But this is what I would wait on right here. Because now it's really broke the trend, the trend line. It's come down. So now you want it to go back up and test this line here, which is what it looks like it's fixing to do. And then if it does it, it should run back down. In a perfect world, okay? Perfect world. But that being said, that's what we kind of want to watch. We'll put it, see if it goes in there, hits that line, and it goes down. What we'll do is once it gets up to that line, we'll put a buy. I'm going to sell stop. Maybe you put it close as you want to it. I'll put it down probably right in here just to make sure it goes through the line and comes back down and wants to go continue back down. Put your stop loss there and let it ride down. Well, that's been educational today, but I've got to run. I got appointments to keep. My other job I got to do. I know I posted the other day on, and I'm going to do. Oh, and I want to give y'all something for free today because I found this. I had it. There's a gentleman wants to charge for it. There's a gentleman, if you get it, you get the software, only a 30-day or 60-day trial, but if you don't subscribe to his channel, not his YouTube channel, but his own website, if you don't subscribe to it, he'll delete it, basically. He's got a password and everything for you. Another gentleman, he's got it, but it's free. He tells you it's free to download, but he wants you to give a $25 finder's fee for him. I went to other website. I've seen up to $200 for this. It is free on the internet, and then these people are buying, or I don't know if they're downloading it, somehow keeping it, or they've got their own version of it, or I don't know what they're doing. But to me, it's the exact same thing I'm fixing to give you for free. Fixing to tell you where to go get it. And but I think, my personal opinion, I think everybody's going to get it for free, download it, uploading it, doing whatever, and then when you subscribe to it, either they tell you where to go download it, or they act like it's their software, or they're downloading it and then giving it to you and once you buy it. But I have seen up to $200, $99, $100. I think one of them was if you could buy it for $99, and if you didn't want to buy it for $99, it was $20 for 1 month, $30 if you buy it for 2 months, $60 if you buy it for 3 months, or something like that. I can't remember. I got alarms going off everywhere. But I'm going to go ahead and show you. Hold on, my computer's went. Let's see. I don't candlestick there. Let's see. Let's go over here. Of course, everything wants to act up when you're trying to do something. this is good Lord, how long is that screen? This is it. This is the spaghetti thing. Now, if you don't know what this is, I'll explain it to you how to use it. If you look at AUD, it goes way out. So 70, this is 100%. But this is 70% over, 70% of the side, and it's went way over. So now they're claiming it was overbought. So usually, and it does, once it gets overbought, it will come back in and correct itself in this area between 70 and 30. It's oversold, almost oversold. So when you look at this, there's your main currencies. So when you look at this, you kind of want to find the red, CAD, Canada. It's coming down to being oversold. So then you oversold. And then you have this one, which is Europe. So now Europe is going to overbought. So the concept of this is to go find Europe and Canada, and whichever way the currency is. So now, eventually, what's going to happen is Europe is going to go back in track. Canada is going to go back, back into this area. So depends on which currencies, which way. It'd be a buy or sell, because it's basically saying Europe has been oversold and Canada's been under. Europe's been overbought and Canada's been oversold. So your concept is to find that one currency, and whichever way you bid on it, Europe or Canada, you'll go into that trade. So let me see if I can explain this a little bit better. So if I pull up, whoop. So now this is going way, way up. So if that's indication, you would actually put a sell stop in this where it would go back down. And a lot of times when these candles form, I wouldn't get in it. I don't trade that way, but that's the concept of it. But I don't trade in a lot of these because that candle's going up, up, up real big. So it's going to be a sell coming back down. Meaning Europe's going to go down, but see, this is a long candle. That's a long candle engulfed in all those. So yeah, it's probably going to go back down. So that would be the candle I would watch. And it may go back up. So this candle here would be the one you watch because it is completely engulfed in all these candles for sure. Well, this one almost did, but something's pushing it up. So you might want to go check your news. And see Europe. Well, that was yellow folders. I don't really care about yellow folders. Hold on, let me get this back over here where I can. Sorry about that, but my screen on this side wants to make everything so big you can't see it. I've tried to reset it, but then if they want to reset it, it makes everything else. So really, there's no folders for Europe or Canada. So it's either a bunch, they have a big trade coming in, or some banks pushing it up. or a bunch of people just getting out. But if this is tempting, you see this going up, especially on the daily. See, it's going way, way up. If you can't resist getting in, then you don't need to be in trade. Because a lot of people, and I used to do it, when I see this candle going up like this, I say, oh my God. And I'll start trying to buy, get in and buy. Sometimes I make money, but as fast as it goes up, fast as it goes down. There's another one that will take this trade that will say, if you go measure it from here to here, whatever length it is, let's say it's 2 inches, they'll say it's going to come back down halfway and then go back up. That's another trade people does. But this one, I would probably watch it, especially on the 1 hour. See there? The red candle's coming back up in it. And I would probably take a trade. I would put my sell stop quarter way down right in there and get in it. Now, if these was red and this was green, it would be the exact opposite what I'm saying here. But you may want to, if you want to get in right now, put your sell stop right in there, or a lot of people will put it right in here and let it ride down. But I'm just going to let it see, because it may come all the way down and go back up, but more likely this is it. But like I said, don't jump in it right here and put a sell in it like it's going to ride down. I would let it, put your sell way down a little ways, let it form itself. Some people would actually put a sell in here and let it ride down. Let's zoom out to make sure. And see, it's kind of indecisive. It's not really giving a lot of feed. But that's one candle we're going to keep looking at. So I'm going to get off here and see. Trying to see if we're on an uptrend or downtrend. What I'm trying to look at. But it's not really a good trend. It looks like it's just going sideways more. And when it come down, then this looks like it's going sideways. So now some bank, more likely, since it's Europe and Canada, is pushing it one way or another, and they'll get a lot of people in there to do it. So if you probably go to, oh, I'm sorry, let me go back to that. Let me go back to that, what I was talking about, this, okay? Let me go back to this, and I'm sorry. So this website, there's your website, mqi5.com, e/en/market/product/11135. I'm going to leave that at right there. I may can zoom it up. Yeah, I hope y'all can see it. But this indicator is free. Just click it, download it. It's free. And a lot of them want to charge you. Some guys got it where, he's got where he's got this indicator too over it, and it looks like, and he's got, all he does is put this indicator, or this, yeah, indicator. He's got this one over it, and it looks like it's coming out, but all he's done is put it over, but I can't get him to do it, so he may do it, but his not as, he's not got currency. It's just one current, but he's got it either which way it's going. But this one also is free, same website I just showed you. You go in there and type in and they'll bring up this indicator. And this one's free too. And the only thing this tells me is pretty much the same thing I always use. If I go to my, this one just does it all individually. Let's see, I have one here that tells me, in the 1 minute selling, 5 minutes is selling, the 15 minutes of buy. The only difference in that one is this, I have to log in on that currency to tell me specifically what that currency is doing. And on this one, it's telling me what all currencies doing. And you can add, because this one I think it comes with these. I added US Mexico. You can add like 4 or 5 more down through here. You can add yourself. So this tells me in a minute it's gray area. They don't know what it's doing. The green is buy, 15 is buy, 30 minutes is buy, 1 hour is a buy. The 4 hours is just gray. I mean, it don't know what it's doing. The daily is a green, and then the monthly is a sell. So sell. Good. So it's free too. I mean, he kind of indicates if you don't trap it is $39 monthly fee. Gives it for you 2 months free. If you don't subscribe to his channel, then it goes away. So, but he's got this one over this one right here, and you just see it coming out. But there's where you go get them. They're free. I'm not going to charge you a dime. If you want to mail me a check, you're more than welcome to, but it's free. I didn't pay a dime for it. It's there. I've used these before, a long time ago. You have another website I'll give you. I'm going to see this one. So what we was talking about a while ago, what was it? Europe and Canada? Let's see. Europe and Canada. Yeah, so there's no indication on there. Let's see what. I've reset my computer and a lot of stuff I'm going to have to go back in and reset it. Yeah, I see 59% of these say it's going to go short. What was Canada? Europe and Canada. I don't know if it even had it, did it? Yeah, so it's indecisive. But a lot of times these banks will use these things here to this chart to indicate where the people are, and they'll go that exact opposite way. Either they'll put a ton of money in it or pull a ton of money out into push the market one way or another, just for the fact they want that money. So if a lot of people thought that was going short, they pushed enough money in there to hopefully hit everybody's stop loss, and then it would turn and go the other way. So you got to watch. The banks played a big role in these. But also, if you go to I may not have it on this one. Yeah. livechart.co.uk, current meter, current strength meter. Same thing. This is free. It's on a website. You subscribe to the website if you want to. But same thing. It's got the strength. It says Europe's way up there and Canada's way down. So these two you kind of want to play with. This one in GUS, and this one you don't want to bet against the currencies. The other Swiss franc, these two are even, so there again it's probably going straight across. I mean, you might have them up and down a little bit, but more likely it's just going straight across. DKK, Japan. So that you always want to find a big one and a small one. But like I said, these indicators are automatically showing you what the candle patterns could show you automatically, but these are going by what the market's doing already. If you don't know about candlestick patterns, watch another video about the candlestick patterns. And see here, this is why I told you don't get into it. So see, now it's still got motivations going up. But we'll see how much time we got left. Yeah, so that hour has been going on for 15 minutes, but it looks like the motivation is ended. So you could put, like I said, put your sell stop there, or sell stop, put your stop loss, somewhere's up in here, and just keep your eye on it. Because if it goes down here and triggers you in, and then turn and goes back up, then move your stop loss to right above the candle, and that way you got a very close, tight stop loss. But we're gonna keep our eye on this one, and I may continue this video later today, and we'll see what it does. But on that, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. But I'm actually running late, so I'm going to have to get off here. Hey everyone, today is 9/30/2020. It's approximately 8:13 a.m. Central Time. I made this is the continued version of the video I'm going to post. I'm going to post them all together, and I haven't done it yet, so after this I'm going to post it, then I'm going to add to it. So you may want to come back and watch this video. The reason why is it's got I'm going to add a video to the end of it, so that you can it's going to be continued. So like this video goes, I did it one Monday, today's Wednesday, so this is another video continuing this chain. So by Friday or maybe next Monday, I'm going to put another video in the end of this one. So if you watch the first of it, go back and watch the end of this video. Instead of having 3 videos and something, you just watch one continuous one. This is a currency I'm not too familiar with, but it's got the candle patterns is what I'm talking about. So there's an indecisive, then you got a red one, and then it goes to this one goes down. But this one, if you look at this green candle going up, up. This one almost is bigger than the rest of these, but it's not. It's really not. It's almost, this one's the biggest candle. So this is not the candle where I tell people to get out of and do it, but it formed another red candle. Now sometimes on the red candle, if it takes 50%, more than 50% of this other candle, it will change, go down. This one did not. If you put it there, it took 50% of it. Yeah, a little over 50%, but I wouldn't have got into this one just for the fact it didn't completely engulfed it, more, not completely, but really the the size. But any kind of currency that you're not familiar with, you're getting into, I always test them first. Now if that was me, I'd have got in here and put my about 5-10 pips down from this candle, the wick, put me a stop buy, sell stop, and I would have put it in about 5 or 10 pips down below it, so that way if this candle did come down, it would trigger it and go on down, but it wouldn't have, so you wouldn't even got into the trade. Well, it depends on if you put it right there on the wick. you might would have got in the trade and went up, and so now you're in negative. But this candle would have brought you back down. So, but I went and got into this one until that went completely least even with this one. But like I said, I'm not too familiar with this trade, so the best thing to do is on trading. If you're not familiar with them or with a currency, go back and look at other candle patterns where this has occurred and see if it goes down. But if you zoom out, this one here, and there again, I would put it back 5 or 10 pips down, depends on how much risk, and let it ride and see if it will go down. But when I zoom out, oops, this is on a daily. When you zoom out, it's not forming a higher high, so it's still a lower high. So if you draw your angle down, of course that's not the best way to do it, but you draw it down to it touches other ones, then you draw another one, which there's another tool I could use, but it's on a downtrend, roughly, but it may not be. This may be the outbreak, and it's going to come down and go back up and go back up, or this could be the higher, and then this is where you would move it, and it comes back down in here. You don't know, because this is not a good trend movement. So like this one, it's going up, 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 up. Then I'll say it's shot up. So this could be the turning point where it goes back up.
Message from Amir Funny.
Or it could be just another test going back down, and it's going to start continuing down. But you're kind of on an uptrend here. But like I said, I'm not too familiar with this currency, so I can move my picture, and that way you can see the currency name. So, but like I said, go in here, test them, look at it, get familiar with it, write it down, keep you a log, like how many times this candle formed, how many times did it work. Mark it down, get an average of it. If it's 90% of the time, 80% of the time it works, then you're good. But that means, 20 to 10% of the chance it's not going to work. So you always know that you got to take that risk. If it does not work all the time, when it's 50-50, then I wouldn't even trade this currency. So, I mean, that's mine, but it's up to y'all if y'all want to do it or not. Everything here is my opinion. Same way here. Now this candle this morning was indecisive, meaning it looked like a plus. Of course, it wasn't that long, but I know if I put it that long, somebody's going to say something. Wait, is it that long? So we'll just put it. I get my mouse to work. That's what this red candle was. So what we're trying to do is consolidating. So it's not really going above this line. And if you put an angle, it's wedge. It's called a wedge. It's not going past this line. So what we wanted to do is see it go past it. And that gives us an indicator that it's going to go whichever way it's going to go. So we're going to keep our eye on this. This will probably take maybe today. It might take Friday. But what we wanted to do is to see it come off. To be safe, you want to come back up and retest this line again and then continue back down. Now, that being said, it may not do that. So this is like a hunch, because it may come up here and come back and test. It may have come out and tested here and then continue back down, or it may come out, come back up, and just go back up this way and go back in the trend. You don't know. It's just you got to keep your eye on it and see which way it goes. So this one is the one I got in the other day. This candle was red this morning. Now it's turned green. But if you notice, it's at the 61.8, which is the Fibonacci, which is they call the 618 God's number. And I'll talk about Fibonacci eventually. I'm already making my notes of how to present it, pictures to present, and stuff. So this candle here is red, or it was red. Now it's green. But if you watch the candle, it could possibly go on up. Don't get me wrong. But what we want to do is see it come back down, and sometimes it comes to the 38 and then continues back up. Now it can go all the way down, but you know, this is what we want the perfect world to look like. So this one could come back down and then go back up. On these patterns, now some people go all the way up here to these patterns and they'll take a thing, but some people will go, they'll take a first exit here, they'll take an exit here, and they may take an exit here. Some people goes first exit, second exit, third exit, and they'll be in 3 trades in this one pattern. I always take this pattern and go halfway and see the 618. So if I rode this pattern all the way up, I'd have been out of the 618 and I took my profit and run. I got out at somewhere right in here. I don't want to be greedy. Like I said, set your limit, what you want to accomplish every day. Like I said in the last videos, you can watch, but it's, you know, set your limit. Mine's $100 a day. I think I made $200 something off this trade. So that means the next day I don't have to trade, or the next day I can lose $100. Or I always write it down. If I, at the end of the week, if I got $700, that means the next week either I can try to just do 3 days and get $300, or I can do every day and know I have $200. I can lose and not take worry about it too much. Now, so this is an old pitchfork. It's been up for a while. And most of these pitchforks, they usually run down through here. They can come out and come back in, but it's usually a good strong signal that it's going to continue to go up when they do this, but not always, not necessarily. Sometimes they need balance. So something could have happened actually this week or beginning of last week, these 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Something could have happened in these areas that made it go up, news or anything, and then it'll come back in here and get balance, what they consider is balance. It likes to be in balance, the thing. And sometimes when it goes in balance, they'll just come up, come down, go up, you know, come back down, and they'll just continue this trend across. And there's really, you can make money off of it. You can get them in and get out, get in, get out, get out. But, and you can make money if you have a big lot size in it. But banks usually don't like that. They want to see the market go, if it's in that balance, they don't like it, so they want to see it go this way and then way down. So that's where they make tons of money. And then it'll continue back in its trend, but then they'll try to push it out, try to make their money, major money, to get it to go whichever way they want to do. And they want big movement. They don't want, you know, steady. They want big movements where they make a ton of money. So this could be this, and it come back in and go back, you know, continuous wave. So that's what we want to watch. But see, it's touched here, so it didn't. It's come up, it's come down, and basically it went back in the track, and then went here and touched, not touched here. So if this one comes down, touch, and goes on, it's more likely it's going to Let's continue up. Perfect world. And see, this one here indicated it was going to go up. It pushed through this, which made me draw this and go down. So this one indicates that all these is in balance. I mean, there's checkpoints. Something pushed it up. Sometimes the bank, sometimes news. It doesn't matter. It's whatever. It's pushed it up. It wanted to get out of the currency. They could have had a big trade, or not trade, but a big shipping of goods come in and had to change currency over to Europe, and this is Japan, or change it back whichever way. The currency had to change, so they could have pushed it up. So, but whatever, it was solidated. Then all of a sudden, it took off. So this huge candle here gave me more vision. If I remember right, I think this was it was green to a point, and that's why I draw this. It's going to me, it's going to come up, come back down, and continue. Just for the fact it looks like it's an upward trend. But we'll keep an eye on that one. And this one was the one that was on a trend down. And I think it's decided to break its mark. See, it's broke out here, come back. We've talked about this earlier in the video. It's coming up, come down. And this is the candle I said it's going to make it come down. So if you got in it yesterday, you got this trade. And then this one here. So you keep an eye on this one. I indicate it's going to go back down and then go back up. Now these arrows are not exactly where it's going to go, because you never know how big of a trend it's going to come back, pull back. Usually in a perfect world, it's probably going to be right in there. It's going to come back. So we'll put it right, what did I say, right there. Just for the fact, now that's a perfect world, just for the fact that these two it's tested this area. See, it's come up, tested. This one almost did it. This one tested. It goes in balance, tested it, come back up. This one's tested, and then it kind of pulled up. So in the perfect world, it should come back, touched here, and go back up. But we'll see. That might be today, it might be tomorrow, it might be next week. It might form 4 or 5 more candles before it comes out. It could form this one and go up a little bit, come out red, and come back up. This is the perfect world, but this one I don't have nothing on. And I believe that's it. This is the one. I was in this trade, but I got out. But see, Fibonacci, I don't think so. I think it's been moved. Yeah, I think that's, let me zoom in on it. So, and Lala, 23. So and most time I tell you it goes up, and it pushed past the 618. Usually that's first people's takeout. They'll take the profit out here. Some people get in 3 trades, take 1, take 2, take 3. They'll go to the 618, the 50, and the 38. But some people want to ride it all the way up. But this one, you notice it's touching the middle pitchfork here, and it's coming up touching the 23, and I've got a line drawn down from here showing the currency may go back down. It's touching every one of them. It's got the pitchfork. It's pushing that 618. It's you know, it's not a perfect world, so it can go over it. But see, it's touching the pitchfork line, and it's touching this. So, and it's kind of solidating back to what the pitchfork thing, not the pitchfork, the wedge. See, back to the wedge thing. So now we're going to do it. Now, a lot of times we'll see which way it goes. But see, it's touching that. A lot of people say they'll come up, touch it, and then go down. I've seen it where it goes up, touch, and then goes up. Then it comes back down, and this is the floor. And then it'll go back up. So we're going to keep our eyeball on that one. So other than that, I'm going to get off here. I got to run. I'm going to put this video out. And like I said, subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. And we'll continue this video. So if you watch the first of it, I'm going to try to have it in a link at the bottom where this video starts, the other video where this video starts and ends, and then you'll know where the next video starts and the first video starts. So other than that, you have a good